Well, the women who have accused Supreme Court nominee Judge Brett Kavanaugh of sexual assault are themselves being accused of fabricating their memories of the alleged incidents. Some say it is impossible to have extreme clarity about something that allegedly happened 35 years ago. Others say if all the details don't line up, then the so-called memory must be a lie. Joining us now to talk about how memories work and why we remember the things we remember is licensed clinical psychologist Dr. Alicia Clark. Her new book is called Hack Your Anxiety. Dr. Clark, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So how do we sort our memories? How do we save some and we don't save others?
Right. Well, you know, memory is pretty complicated, and there are people that study this their whole careers and still don't fully understand it. But it does seem that the more emotional a memory is, the more likely it is to be stored and saved. Thanks to our brain structures, our fear centers, our amygdala is deep in our brain, is directly adjacent to our hippocampus, which is where we store our memories. So we know that memories that have emotional meaning, happy, sad, scary memories or events, tend to be stored more robustly than things that don't have a lot of emotional meaning.
And in fact, you say if a memory is emotional and trying to protect you, you can trust it.
That's right. Well,
Okay.
that's really our brain structure setting us up to be protected. So it's your anxiety, it's your fears, especially the things that have to do with our safety. Those memories are really robustly stored.
We want to talk about one of the accusers here, and an article just came out, and she admits that, and I'm going to just look down so I can get this right, that her memories have gaps because she had been drinking. And so now she says she feels, though, confident enough now in her recollections to say that allegedly Brett Kavanaugh exposed himself and thrust his genitals in her face, causing her to have to, you know, touch his genitals and she against her will. Would such a specific memory about a specific person, though all these decades ago, how reliable would that be if at first it was fuzzy?
Right. Well, again, I would go back to how emotionally provocative it is. So having, you know, she probably remembers quite vividly the genitals and that sense of shame and shock and disgust and whatever other emotion she had.
Right.
If it's emotionally salient, we're likely to remember it vividly. It's like being in an accident. You know, time slows down. We remember details. We remember smells, touches, sounds, sights, all of it. It all gets very vivid when it is emotionally intense.
Right.
And the things that aren't emotionally intense, like where you were, what date it was, who was with you, what was over there in the corner, those things we don't remember. We remember the things that are important to us emotionally.
And if it's not emotionally attached, we might not get the details.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's talk about Brett Kavanaugh. We've seen in this interview now with his wife by his side, he adamantly denies any wrongdoing here. In fact, goes on to talk about how he was not sexually active in high school, and this is what he came out and said. Could it be that his memory is fuzzy, or if he's so emotionally tied to it, could it be that he in fact is telling the truth? What do you make of it?
Yeah, that's tougher to really understand. I think most people, if they're talking about it, and I haven't followed all the details, there seems to be alcohol involved in all of this. So, you know, alcohol, we know that alcohol can induce amnesia. People can black out. They don't remember anything that they did when they're drinking. It doesn't mean it didn't happen. It means they don't remember it. So that's certainly a possibility. I don't know.
Right.
It's also, there is research that suggests that traumatic memories can be forgotten and recalled at a later time. Recalled at a later time when a similar event happens. So I know there have been questions about why now? Why are these memories coming up now, so long later?
But if you saw the person that you would associate with the memory, it might jog things. Okay.
Right. Or even a similar situation, something, you know, you watch a story on TV, you read something, you're having a conversation, and that's how we recall memories by association.
Right.
So things that feel similar in our environment now are what can pull up memories from before, even when we're not aware of them.
Appreciate your time. The book is Hack Your Anxiety. I wish we had more time to talk about that, but you say you can use that anxiety for good. So pick up the book to find out how. I know a lot of people struggle with anxiety. Dr. Clark, thank you so much.
Thank you.